Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've done everything I can do on my sinuses, so hopefully I make it through this. 2 announcements. Jeffrey, Houston will be taking bids from one person who couldn't be here. He'll be talking to him on the phone. He's been qualified and signed up beforehand. The other one, we offered real estate broker participation. Nobody signed up by noon yesterday, so there's no participation with any other broker. Now, the auction will be recorded. Houston will be putting it on YouTube, so people will see what's going on. First and foremost, Glob Farm Management would like to thank Mrs. Leona and Neil Sharpe for allowing us to sell their farm. And we want to thank Mike Morrison from Martin, Goodrich, and Waddell, Inc. out of Illinois for referring this auction to us. We're very pleased to service all those parties. Glob Farm Management and all our staff here, myself, are agents of the seller. That said, we're here to get them the best price that we can, but we want to be fair to everybody who wants to bid. So please let one of us know. Again, anybody that's got Glob Farm Management on it, we will be glad to answer questions. If you got a question or confused, I'll be glad to stop the auction. This should be pretty simple to complete. The properties are being sold as is, where is basis, and no warranty or representation either expressed or implied concerning the property to be auctioned are made by the seller or Glob Farm Management. In other words, you need to do your due diligence. The flip side of that, we're here and we've attempted to provide you any and all information that we could find on the property. Then you just have to confirm that it meets what your objectives are. Very important, there is no buyer's premium. What you bid, if you bid 10,000 an acre, 10,000 an acre is what you pay, not 10,000 plus 10% or whatever. Simple enough on that? We're going to bid this farm as 305.7 acres, with tract 1 at 136.4, and tract 2 is 169.3. The acres are not a guarantee. We're simply using those numbers to come up with what the tracts are going to sell, and also to allow the multi-tracts to you to look at what you have to raise and change. Doing it by acre, it will multiply that price per acre by the acres determined, and that's what the contract will be. That total number will be the sales price. Acres will not be in there unless you bought this tract for that much money. Now these acres are the FSA tillable acres. If you look at the FSA form, you'll see there's more acres showing there than what we bid. Field 5, off the top of my head, is 2.45 acres, still shown to the FSA numbers. That is not being sold. It's not part of the farm. Okay, I've already covered. It'll be the price per acre by one of those 3 numbers will be the actual price. The seller has reserved the right to accept or reject any and all bids. We have a reserve, but it is at or below what we think the market is. So we're motivated to sell the property. $10% down payment will be required at the conclusion of the auction. Sellers will provide a general warranty or similar deed at closing, and Mr. Ben, there you are, Ben, with Heritage Title has already done a title search. It should be in your packet for information on that. Any comment on that, Ben, from the title side?
We'll be able to deliver your title to the buyer subject to the exceptions shown on the title. Everything looks pretty good to us.
Which brings up the closing date. Since we've already got that in place, and the property is sold without contingencies of financing, making a March 6th date for closing should not be a problem. We've tried to get everything in place that we could beforehand. The seller is willing to extend to March 23rd. If it's absolutely necessary, we can close earlier if you need to. Possession will be delivered at closing with assuming the current lease with James Gamble. And you got a copy of the lease terms in your packet. It's cash rent with 2 payments due. One of them will be due before the actual closing. Our intention there is Mr. Gamble will make his first payment into escrow, and then at the closing, the buyer will get those funds for the first payment, and then the second payment will go to the buyer. James, do you have any comment that you would like to make about the farm? Okay. And you would like to continue to farm it? I want to give a strong recommendation to James. First time I went to that farm was after a day about like this. I figured I could get down to payment and that's it. And understand, folks, I manage farms. It's my main business. And I figured the turn rows would be rutted up and I couldn't get off payment. I was able to get around and see that entire farm. And also went after a heavy weekend rain. Laverne and I have a cabin up here at Quapapella, and it was one of the few farms that had no water on it. That farm's ready to plant right now. Also, James owns the pumps and power units. The very east well is a 16-inch casing with a 30 horsepower electric motor, big bowl. The one just east of VV is a 12-inch well, also with a 30 horsepower sub. The one west is a 12-inch with a 20 horsepower. And the very west well is a turbine 12-inch pump with a power unit. Power unit is owned by James. And we talked, if you take over, James will negotiate with you to sell the pumps. Panels and underground pipe stay with the farm, correct, James? That's right. And my redneck interpretation, you got that thing laid out so it waters well. It's underground pipe to go to high to every field. And it's got plenty of water. All indications making good yields. James, again, is to be commended of an excellent job. The owners want to thank him for years of hard work and having the farm in the condition that it is. All mineral rights owned will transfer. On real estate taxes, the buyer will pay 2020 real estate and personal taxes along with any and all assessments due in calendar year 2020 and thereafter. Since the buyer is getting this year's crop, you'll pay this year's taxes. Clear enough? Again, I covered this a while ago. We'll bid by the acre. We'll put up here whatever price, the amount will give you the total on individual tracts, and then on the total, and you can see what the total value is, the price per acre. And we're just bidding by acre to calculate the total value based on the 3 numbers, tract 1, tract 2, and the total acres that's described to you. After the auction, come up to the front desk where Ashley is here, and we will print the contracts and let you sign for that, and we'll be glad to take earnest money. Introduced Ben and James. Mr. Duncan's not here, is he? Right? But Mr. Duncan, William Duncan has helped on the legal work for the Sharpe and done a real good job. Have I beat the horse to death? I usually do. Has anybody got any questions? Now's the time to ask the question. Then I'll start an auction. We'll start taking bids on track 1. And James, you want the first? 4,000. I got 4,000 from James. Anybody give me 4,500? I got 4, now 4,500. 4,500. Everybody asleep? 4,500, now 5. Who'll bid 5? I got 45, now 5. Who'll bid 5? I got 45, now 5. Now 5. Who'll bid 5? We asleep, or am I boring you? 5, 55. I got 5,000 on the phone. 55. 55, 6. 6. I got 5,500, now 6. Now 6. Who'll bid 6? I got 5,500. I'm looking for 6. Looking for 6. Looking for 6. 5,500, looking for 6, 6, now, 65, 6,500, 6,500, I got 6, now looking for 6,500, 6,500, 6,250, now looking for 65, I got $6,250, looking for 6,500, $6,250, looking for 6,000, 6,250, looking for 65, pardon me, I can't count up here. 6,250, looking for 65, 65. Folks, I don't hammer like some people all day. If you're done, I'm done. So $6,250 on track 1. How about our phone person? 63, 64 back to you back there. 64, 65, where you should have been start out with. I got 64, now looking for 65. I got $6,400, looking for 65. Anybody else here in the audience? Anybody else in the audience? 64, now looking for 65. So you wanted for 65 on the phone. Your number back there, sir, 6,400 for track 1, number 2. Track 2. James, you want to open it? Over? Okay. I like to give the farmer an option to start. It gives me a floor and we don't have to mess around. I got 4, now 4,500. 4,500, now 5. I got 4,500, now 5. 5, now 55. 55, 6. 6. 6,500. 7. 7. I'll let you count 6750. 7. 7. I got 6,750 to my right. It's your turn to play, sir. How about our phone lid? I got 65, look at
68.
68, 69, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. Okay, folks.
6850.
6850. 69. You gonna play that game that hard? 6950. 6950. 6950. Put phone man out. 6950. 6950. Anybody else? Phone man out. 6950. Now 7. 7. $7,050. $7,050. Phone man's out. Anybody else? Anybody else? Oh, yeah, you're next.
7,050.
7,050. 71, sir. 71. 7150. 7150. Is this man out? Is that it? He's out? Okay. 7150. You done? I'll give you a chance, but if you're done, we're gonna let this gentleman in. Everybody done? Your number, sir.
7150.
I asked you, you said no. Number 8. Now you have to buy the whole. For the entire farm. James, you want to do the 4 again? We know that won't go. What do we gotta have? Ashley, I can't read that up here. What's your total number? Price break. 6788 to tie for For the whole thing, $6,800. $6,800 for the total. 69, now 7. I got $6,900, looking for 7,000. 7,000. I got 6,900 for 7,000, that means got 7, now 71. I got 7,000, now 71, now 2. 71, now 7,200, 7,200. I got $7,100. My phone man's out. He's out. Your gentleman's the only one that's gonna bid now. I'm looking for 72. I've already hoodooed this gentleman back here, but not letting him come back in, but I'm gonna ask one more time. If you're all through, I'm closing it. Y'all are through? 7,100. Now, gentlemen, bid number 3. Bid number 2 can raise his bid. Bid number 8 can raise his bid. And bid number 3, if he's knocked out, can raise his bid. Now, what's my average? Well, 7,100 is the average price on the whole thing. And you see the numbers at the bottom. Bidder number 2, to tie, you'd have to do 7,100. Bidder number 8 would be 7,664. Now, in between those two numbers, you can raise your bid, and two of them together exceed the whole track, then you can do that. Obviously, the guy who's high bid for the whole track's not gonna raise his bid until those on the individual tracks exceed his. Any questions?
Yeah, explain that one more time.
Your bidder number 8, okay? If you bid $7,700, you would knock the total out by yourself. But what was his bid? 71? If you bid over 71 and the next guy raises his enough, two of you together could exceed track.
Number not just be bidding on my track.
That's what I said. You can only bid your track. We got 3 bidders. Track 1, track 2, and a total. Total's in the lead right now. 1 and 2 have the option to raise their bids, and then the total has the option to come back and raise his again. Bidder 2, you want to increase your bid?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give, anybody need any questions or anything on that? Let me ask a question up front. Folks, we're now going to sell this farm. It's going. This is your opportunity. Bidder number 3 has it bought, unless 2 and 8 raise their bids. And I'll give you all an opportunity to negotiate something, and we'll take the bids. If you don't, bidder number 3 goes on with the farm. She's selling today, folks. Don't want to rush to 2 and 8. Jeffrey's back there working with people, trying to figure out what they want to do. Excuse me just a second. Ashley, we got $2,170,000. $2,170,470 is the total bid on all of it. We got $2,074,990 on the two individual tracks. The individuals have to bid enough in their individual to get the total above $2,170,470. We're looking at the total numbers. Track 1 and 2 together have to exceed the $2,170,470. Have I made that confusing enough yet? Now, you can raise your bid if you so desire, but to be successful, you've got to, if the two of you want to get together and talk about it, I'll give you just a minute to do that if you want. Or if you're through, we will sell the farm and move on. Let me see if I can, just a second, folks. But if the other one raises in. Okay, bidder number 8, technically, to do a tie, you would have to bid 7,664 to tie, but you'd get 100% of the raise. Now, if you and the other gentleman together raise enough to go from $2,074,000, together you got about $100,000 between the two of you. You want to run that for them, Jeffrey? Together, the both of you got to raise the bid about $100,000. This, what you're seeing on the board is if you bid your track only, it would tie. But normally, the individual tracks both go up to exceed the total. You want to submit a bid, sir? Jeffrey, for clarity, you got a number for him? One simple way, if both of you bid together 7,200, you're in the lead. Jeffrey, I heard a number. Do you want to bid that number for clarity over here? If you want to bid, let's go, otherwise I'm selling the farm. Jeffrey, get me one of them at least for clarity. I'm with you. I'm going to have to take my assistant back here and give him the two-word discussion.
Why would
we make it simple, our bid's only good for
Gentlemen, I'm either gonna have to have a bid or this bid cut the corner. So, that took care of that. Thank you very much.